Hey guys, it's Spooky Noodles, and I have a writing vlog for you guys today. Yeah, I wrote a little bit today. So, what did I write today? I wrote 2,000 words so far, around 2,000 words, because I don't exactly remember where I started. It could be more than 2,000, it could be less than 2,000. I don't know. I usually try to log 1,000 words a day, but the story just kind of, I went with the story today, and I was able to log a I wrote a lot for the bully's his not background, but I told a little bit about the bully, so it's not just one-dimensional character. You know, I want to make all my characters have a little bit of dimension to them. So far, the only characters that don't have a lot of dimension to them is the two main characters, which is blows my mind how they could be the main characters, the ones I write about the most, yet not be the most fleshed out characters. I don't quite get it, but I've been rereading my story a little bit. Like while I'm writing, like if I get stuck somewhere, I'll go and reread what I've written so far. Like I've read my prologue so far, and then I read a little bit of chapter 1, and then I skipped around just because I was writing and I was like, wait a minute, his mom didn't die in a car crash. What did she die in? And then I had to go and research my story. I had to go back and reread a lot, and then I figured that she actually didn't die at all. So yeah. So I did a lot of rereading of my story, and I did a little bit of edits on the way too. So that was pretty good. But overall, 2,000 words today. I'm at 40,000 words total. That is crazy. I didn't think I'd even make it to this far. Make it this far. Sorry. I'm just absolutely stunned. 50,000 is the length of a novella or a novel. My bad. Right now it's a novella. But I want to make it longer. For anyone who doesn't know, I double space everything, and everything is in Times New Roman. So, I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to do it or not, but, that's how I'm doing it. And, that equals up to 130, let's see here, 131 pages. So, let me minimize everything. So, 131 pages. I've written 40,000 words. And I have like 13 chapters. I don't know if that's too little or too much. I'm not sure. Obviously, the chapters are going to get longer after the first draft, or the first rough draft, that is. When the second draft comes, or the first draft, everything's going to get thicker. So, at least that's what I'm told. And so, yeah. What was I going? Where was I going with this? All I know is I made it to 40,000 words, and it's just 10,000 more words to go, and I'm at a novel. So that's crazy to me. So when I get around like 200 pages, I think that's probably novel length, and then everything after that is extra credit. But really, I'm just writing until the story ends. I would love to reach 50,000 words, but I'm writing till the story ends. It's weird how fleshed out the bully is in the story. Like, I fleshed him out pretty good. Like, I didn't just make him just some random bully who picks on everyone that you are supposed to hate. Like, I made him so you kind of feel bad for the guy, you know? But at the same time, he's the bully to the main characters. The only thing I haven't done yet, though, is flesh out the main characters. So that's definitely going to happen in the next draft. But for now, they have no flesh to them. They're bones, and they're absolutely nobodies, and you have no reason to care for them at the moment. I have to write in some things in order for you to care for them. Like I have a plan how I'm gonna end it, but there's no planning, if you know what I mean. Like I'm going from point A to point B, and everything in between, I have no idea what's going on. And as I'm writing from point A to point B, I'm starting to go down different roads, and I might not end up where B is, if you catch my drift. Because point B is my ending, and I don't really want to give it away, especially if it happens, but I'm starting to think it's not gonna happen the way I think it's gonna happen. It's weird. It's like we're reading a story when you're writing your first rough draft. It's like reading a story. You don't know where it's gonna go. And I think that's the most exciting part about writing, is you don't even know where it's gonna go. Unless of course you're not a pantser and you plan everything out beforehand, then you don't get to experience this. But I'm a pantser, so I just write and with no direction and hope that I get somewhere. But I have an idea for an ending. So basically, where the setting is gonna be is at the school. So it's gonna end at a school. But I haven't written one scene where they're at a school. So it seems like an out of nowhere situation. It just doesn't seem right to end it at a school when the whole story doesn't take place at a school. It takes place outside. I have an idea what's going to happen to everybody. Well, except for one character. I have no idea what his future holds. But I basically have an idea what's going to happen to everybody. I just don't know. Just don't know how I'm gonna end it. I have no idea how I'm gonna wrap it up at all. I'm clueless to how it's gonna wrap up. I think it's gonna end at a school, but if that is the case, then I really have to go back and write in some high school scenes, because it's lacking that. And the whole point of this story was to kind of not really bring attention to, because there needs to be no attention given to the situation. But how am I supposed to say this? Basically, it's like Carrie. The whole prom scene where she kills a bunch of dancers, or not dancers, prom people, kids, high schoolers. She kills a bunch of kids, and then yeah. But the whole story takes place at basically at high school. Takes place at high school, Carrie's mom's place, and then I think a few other, like maybe 2 other places. But mostly the story takes place at the school. So when it ends at the school, that makes sense. But since mine takes place mostly in the wilderness, out in the snow, while they're hanging out with each other, it doesn't really make much sense for it to end at a school. So I either need to go backtrack and write some high school scenes in, or, and this is just an or, I change point B and go to point C instead. And what point C is I have no idea. I have no idea where I want to end it. I don't think it's gonna end at a school now, because the whole plan was to make this like a supernatural, or not supernatural. To make this like a basically the whole story is supposed to like not bring awareness to. I already said this before. I don't want to bring awareness, because there's already enough awareness in songs and the media. But I haven't really heard anyone touch the subject of school shootings in stories, at least not that I know of. The only person I know of that has touched school shootings is Stephen King, and that was in Rage, the book Rage by Stephen King. And he hates that story. He pulled it off the shelves, for crying out loud. But everyone's kind of afraid to touch that topic, and that's something I wanted to kind of touch a little bit. make people uncomfortable a little bit. But at the same time, the way the story's going, it's not allowing me to do that. So, yeah, I'll be right back though. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I got my dog next to me now. Oh, she's such a good girl. I'm gonna throw in some videos of my dogs, and some pictures I took today of them, so you get to see them a little bit today. Yeah. Basically I wanted to shed some light on school shootings, and the story's not allowing me to do that. Because instead of doing that, I'm kind of developing a new story, and it's really just about bullying, you know? And it's kind of a mess, the story at the moment, but it's a rough draft, so it's supposed to be a mess. But yeah. But that's my word vlog for today. I wanted to make it quick, but it got a little bit away from me. I don't want to talk too much about my story because I'm still writing it, and I don't want you guys to like read it and be like know what's gonna happen, you know. So I'm trying to keep it under lock and key, like a secret. But yeah. But I will speak to you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a good day and a spooky night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Lula, James. Oh, bumped me. What you eating, James? Snow? Alright, now you're all behind me. Ugh.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of